Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. In this video, we are getting into all of the wash and go combos that I use in 2022. I have begun to notice that this is a thing. I was keeping the list, then someone asked me for this video, and then I noticed that a couple of other creators have been making this video right here at the tail end of 2022. I will preface this by saying that I don't tend to think of how I style my hair in terms of combos, like these preset cute little things that I go and visit these two things. I more so think of it as like, these are the gels that fit this category, these are the gel slash stylers that fit this category, and then I mix and match them based off of that. So it's kind of like that little question when you're in elementary school where I would say, if so-and-so has this many shirts and this many pants, how many outfits can they make? That's kind of how I approach, so please have that understanding as I go through the combos in this video. So the first combo that I put on this list, so this must have been like at the beginning of the year, was Paul Mitchell the conditioner with frozen gel, Get Hued color gel, and Unicurl foam. I suppose I was just using up everything that I had at that time. I didn't have any additional notes, so I think it was just a wash and go that came out successful. Apparently a wash and go that had a color to it. Probably Sunset is probably the color that it was. And then the Unicurl foam, I was using it up because I accidentally purchased it. They had the wrong ingredients on the website. The ingredients that were listed were not vegan friendly. So I know that some of my viewers are also vegan like myself. So I do not recommend that foam just because it is not vegan friendly. Try another one. So moving on, since I didn't have anything to say about that combo, apparently another combo I have is Kinky Curly Curling Custard. There are 3 different combos on here that are featuring Kinky Curly Curling Custard. So it's Kinky Curly Curling Custard plus Frozen, Kinky Curly Curling Custard plus Jello Shot, Kinky Curly Curling Custard plus Obia Custard. And then I specifically did put a note here that I have more shrinkage when I use it in conjunction with the Obia Custard. And I think I was comparing that in comparison to how my hair usually looks when I use the Obia Custard and I use like a leave-in under it. Apparently it shrinks up a little bit more when I use the Kinky Curly Curling Custard as the primer instead of like a leave-in conditioner under the Obia Custard. These are pretty much like regularly occurring products for me, and so I guess I started the list off by just putting things that regularly occur and I regularly buy and regularly mix and match. Now these next few combos all feature Paul Mitchell the conditioner. I have not used it in quite some time because I don't tend to do conditioner featuring wash and goes very often, but if you're not familiar with Paul Mitchell the conditioner, it is a leave-in conditioner that just does not really interfere with much of the stylers that are available out there. It is something that is really great to try if you've never used a gel before, you want the gel to have its full ability, but you still like to use leave-in. Paul Mitchell the conditioner is definitely one that you should look into. So the combos I have here are Paul Mitchell the conditioner Jello Shot. It says more drag, less elongated, so I didn't enjoy the experience of putting the Jello Shot in my hair with the Paul Mitchell underneath it. Paul Mitchell the conditioner and Obia Custard, elongated, more soft. Paul Mitchell conditioner plus Wonder Curl Get Set hair jelly, super defined. Super defined. That's what I said. So there are more than one methods that I use to style my wash and go. There's a method where I apply a primer type product and then go in with really small sections in a hard hold gel. And then there's another method of my wash and go where I will use a gel that is softer and is able to style my hair. So I will style my hair with that in kind of big sections, and then in even bigger sections I will glaze over the hard hold gel. And so I'm not really styling my hair with the hard hold gel, is just using it as like a kind of like a way to lock everything in place. So that's important to know for these next combos. So I have here She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave Curl Perfection Custard plus Jello Shot. Eye irritation while drying, which was interesting. And then super humidity resistant, more clumped but bigger hair. Careful because it may create flakes. I had a lot to say. And this is when applied with my more definition method. It's a bit crunchy. So if I apply it where I'm styling with the She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave, and then just glazing over with the Jello shot, I get some eye irritation for some reason. And then it was clumped hair, but the hair had more volume and the clumps were bigger because I'm not styling in super small sections. I'm trying to clarify what I just said. But then if I style in the other method where the Plum Nectar and Agave is like just a primer and then I'm actually styling with a Jello shot, it is a little bit more of a crunchy set, but of course it's more defined. Okay, anyway, going back to this, Curl Origin Pink Superfoods plus Jello shots. The Curl Origin Pink Superfoods is definitely a primer for me. It doesn't have enough power to actually style my hair. And I said this one is more on the crunchy side and less flaky than when I do the same combo with the She Scented. The She Scented will flake, but not in a bad way to where I wouldn't do the combo. So Curl Origin Pink Superfoods worked really nicely. Eco Slay Jello Shot plus orange marmalade. Now y'all were asking me to do this combo. I think someone actually saw someone do it on Instagram and then they sent it to me and they were like, are you gonna try this? Like, and I said, girl, I already filmed a video. It just ain't come out yet. So, and in fact, I think it was in my hair when I responded to that Instagram message. So, using the orange marmalade is kind of like a primer type product. Almost like one would use a leave-in. If you've never tried it before, it's like a curl cream, but it has hold. You can tell that it has hold ingredients, and people do use it as a one and done styler. And then the Eco Slay Jello Shot, of course, is a hard hold gel. When I do this combo, it is a more matte look. My hair is not as shiny. It has a cast, but it's a soft look. So it's actually a really nice combo. I was surprised because I had written off orange marmalade. I was like, girl, it didn't work for me. I'm not here for it. But it worked great as a curl cream. And I also like that it was like a one brand wash and go. So like y'all can notice in this, I'm mixing a lot of different brands when I create my wash and goes. But that one was completely Eco Slay from the ground up. So I really enjoyed that as well. Okay. So here are two combos that have the Kinky Curly system as a base. Okay, so the first one is Kinky Curly Curling Custard plus Kinky Curly Not Today, which is the system as it is, right? Buttery soft, no cast, shiny AF. Literally, I wrote that, shiny AF. Elongated like crazy. A little volume. I didn't put this here, but definitely by day 4, it definitely has way more volume to the point where the hairstyle becomes like, gotta do this, take the top and do like this and do like a little clip situation and wear it like this, because it still has so much definition that you want to wear it down, but it just has too much volume to just have it down without like a headband or like half up, half down or something. But even half up, half down, y'all, I was in Bath and Body Works and they were like, girl, your hair's so cute. Compliments still. But it's a really nice combo. I did do a video on this combo, so check it out. Actually, a lot of these have videos. No, some of them don't, but I know that the Kinky Curly combo does have a video. Okay, so then this next one is the Kinky Curly system. So that's the Not Today and the Curling Custard, but it also is with the Paul Mitchell Volume Gel. This is the Paul Mitchell gel that has the purple cap. They tend to have like a color coding system with them, so all of their gels that have the purple cap or the purple pump or the purple whatever, that's from the volume line. And that's kind of my favorite to use because it has like a serum-y type texture to it. It's just really, I like the way it blends in with everything that I use. So doing the Kinky Curly system with that over the top, same results as previous, but it does have a cast. So buttery, beautiful, defined, whatever, it has a cast, and also it lasts all 7 days. So for me, if I'm ever going to use the Kinky Curly system, I 100% want to put the Paul Mitchell over it so I can actually get a full week's worth, because the Kinky Curly products is not cheap. They give beautiful results, but they are not cheap. And for me, it's a 4-day wash and go, especially because I live somewhere humid. So this combo was tried when it was humid with the Paul Mitchell over the top, and the Paul Mitchell makes it more able to withstand the weather here. Love this combo. Probably my favorite of 2022, honestly, if I'm being honest. So then I have these last two combos that I don't think I've done videos on any of this stuff. So we have this Cake Curl Cream. I'll talk about that. Plus Jello shot, very defined, looks white until dry, flaked when it got really old. Okay, so this particular combo, the cake curl cream, this is a curl cream that has hold ingredients in the top 5 ingredients. This curl cream I originally purchased for my husband. He was coming back to the curly world. He didn't want to use the gels that he had used previously. He was trying to explore the cream styler world, and he ended up putting this under the shelf for months and just being like, I'm not using this anymore, and then like playing at the idea of giving it away to family members and stuff like that. He didn't want to use it anymore. So on his hair, it is a one and done styler. It defines his curls. They just look a little older. So they don't really have a cast. His hair is more shrunken. It's kind of, you know, it's defined. They're pillowy soft curls, which is not the look he tends to go for. He kind of prefers his hair a little bit more the way that I prefer my hair. You know what I mean? And it's a wash and go that he'd have to do his hair like more frequently and stuff. It's definitely a wash your hair 2 to 3 times in a week look, but it can define the curls, and it does have hold ingredients. So that's why I was like, well, I ain't got no primer. I tend to act funny around Black Friday, so when I know that something's out, I'll like start doing other hairstyles or whatever. Like, I refuse to buy things. Like, I would say within that month before Black Friday, I stopped buying things because I'm like, I'm about to stock up, I'm about to whatever, I'll just go without it. That's me. So I went and got his cake curl cream because I knew it was sitting there and had been sitting there for months. And it does. I definitely give it curl primer status. It definitely works to prime and prep the curls before you put another harder hold styler over the top of it. So y'all, the combo, it was comboing. I also will say that I have it in my hair now. I will talk a little bit towards the end of the video, I think, about the combo that I have in my hair, but the Cake Beauty is the base of the stylers that are in my hair right now because I needed to get my hair prepped for a haircut. I am going to get my little maintenance cut. So, Kiki Curly Knot today, plus Jello shot. I had the leave-in. I didn't have any more custard. Let me see what happens. It felt terrible going into my hair. The way it felt made me just, I was like, am I breaking my hair? It was horrible. So I was surprised as heck that it actually came out good. It was actually a good wash and go, despite the horrible feeling when I was applying it. Now back to the wash and go that I'm actually wearing right now. I'll tell you, it's a combo that I didn't take note of, but the base, I'll let you guys see it while I'm talking about it. The base is the Cake Curl Cream, followed by Frozen Jello, Soultanicals Frozen, and then it is topped with the Paul Mitchell Volume Gel, the purple cap gel. I wanted to make sure that my hair was super defined but would last throughout the week because my haircut is on Thursday, and today, the day that I'm filming this video, is Tuesday, and I do my hair on Saturday. So I needed to last and slowly break cast over the days. It is super casty. It does have a little bit of this going on underneath it because that's the thing with the Cake Beauty. You can't use too much of it or it will be more of this, and also it will be too soft. It will soften the hold of your gel, but I don't mind it. Like, no one really too much seeing the underside of my hair. If you're someone who loves to pull your hair up, that might be a problem, but and then it really only gets like this when it gets really old because I've been wearing this hair for a couple days, but it looks good enough that I think that she should be able to easily get a baseline for the haircut. I just want to even my hair out. I still keep my hair long. I always tell her, keep the length, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. But we do want to make sure that it's cute while it's growing. And also the face framing layers are neck framing now. So we're going to get that under control. But anyhow, these have been my combos of 2022. I said in the video which one was my like holy grail combo that I really think was the best of this year. Y'all let me know what was your best wash and go combo, like slamming, most compliments, so on and so forth. And subscribe. I post videos every week, and I'll talk to you in the next one.